I have no clue. And if I can add a little bit, you hear a lot about aging, I think, at the moment, even in advertisements and stuff. And I think aging is a matter of not longevity, but of healthy aging. I think that's a little twist I would like to make. The most exciting, I have many exciting scientific problems. I mean, I'm coming up from a slightly different field. We're interested in how the world of different bacteria in the gut communicate to us. And despite that there is a lot going on in the microbiome fields, understanding how bacteria talk to us is still enormously badly understood, and I think that's very exciting. So I'm talking today about stress responses and potentially innate mechanisms, how the environment is sensed by the host. A completely changed perspective. Not really. I think there are plenty of things. I mean, we all have expectations, I guess, when we do experiments. And they're barely true. In most cases, the outcome is different. So I think the default is you have expectations and you expect that they're usually not true. It's a matter that you look at things then and draw the right conclusions. That's a good question. Well, the benchmark is the human being. For example, since we cannot keep human beings germ-free, we have to do other things. So we work a lot with mouse models. We also have germ-free pigs, but that's too big, low N numbers. So I would say, mouse is a very good model organism, and I would say this fairly strange discussion about superiority of models, of whether mice are good for human research. I think it's a silly question. A mouse is a model for human research, but a very important one. The best career advice I ever got. Don't panic and stick to your guns. The worst. Well, I had good mentors. I barely got bad advice. So I think that's good, I guess. Undoubtedly, sure. There's plenty of worries about AI, which are all legitimate, I think, and we all don't know what types of problems are in front of our nose. But I think the examples of AI usage is fantastic. If you look at AlphaFold, prediction of protein folding, fantastic. I think the problem is that we scientists sometimes put too much interpretation in these data sets. Because in many ways, AI is a predictive tool bridging enormous amounts of data, and we're sometimes a little too quick on conclusions. Success in science, I think, has many faces. And there is obvious success in terms of publications. And if you have to give advice to young scientists, yes, publications are important. Success can be at many different levels. Mentoring is one aspect where offspring of your lab and scientific research propagate and develop. Translation to applications certainly is success. For me, still basic science is very important. So, and I think, and that's again a point I could make, not everything needs to be translated. Science still has a character of unknown freedom, and if we tend to put everything on a predictable trail, and I think this is not always a good idea. My biggest hobby activity, well, I love to do sports, and I used to play field hockey. Unfortunately, these days are over, and I still play a lot of tennis and go skiing. I mean, Munich is close to the mountains, so hiking is very nice. Yeah, sports is a big point.